What is up? My name's Brad and this is Operation GameCube. Now if you guys are new to the channel, in this series we're trying to build a GameCube collection starting off with just £10. By using our charity shops, our car boots, our Facebook marketplace, looking for stuff for cheap that we can sell for a profit to build a game fund to buy GameCube bangers. So we left off the last episode with this much in the game fund, and very much like last week, we've only made the one sale, coming in the form of that British and Irish Lions jersey. We sold that for £21.43 plus postage. So after all deductions and everything, that's a grand total of this to add to the game fund for a grand total of this. So yeah, a little bit concerning that it's 2 weeks on a bounce with just the one sale. I suppose one sale is better than no sales. So yeah, all we can do now is get out there and look for more stuff to list. The more stuff we have listed, the higher percentage or likelihood it is of making sales. So that's all we can do. There is one other thing I want to do this week, that is take all the stuff we picked up last week and the week before to trade into CX, get all that stuff traded in so at least our credit is growing and we can hopefully pick up that heavy hitter soon. So yeah, without any further nonsense, let's just get straight out there and see what else we can find. Let's go. So we started off this week with some lunchtime charity shop hunting. I like to do this now and again. Let's head out on my lunch break and hit some local charity shops, see what's about. Saw this cool Star Wars Episode 1 chess set. It had 15 quid on it. It's not bad. It sells for about 35 quid. It's in real nice condition. The pieces were really nice. But yeah, I left this one behind. I actually took this video and showed a friend at work. Thought it might be his cup of tea. Maybe he picked it up. I'm not sure. Then I saw this Wreck-It Ralph. I love me some Wreck-It Ralph. £1.50 for this bad boy. And then on my way out, I spied this cool like goblet, sort of glass, wine glass sort of thing from Disneyland or Disney World. Very cool. A couple games up on the shelf here. This charity shop tends to sort of price their games not retail. It's normally a little bit cheaper than retail, but not too far off. Sometimes you get lucky and find some games considerably under, but they do price the game sort of individually, so they do a little bit of research in here. But yeah, I come in here when I can, when I'm at work on my break, because it's right there, and I have found games here in the past. Unfortunately, maybe they don't check their cases as thoroughly as they should. A couple games here just didn't have the right discs in, which was a bit of a shame, but it's still cool to see games like this on the shelf. And like I said, I pop in here quite as regularly as I can, and I do find games now and then. Yeah, like I said, the Godfather wasn't in there. You had Mortal Kombat, I think it's Deception. A bit of a shame. And now this place, I don't want to call it a charity shop. I think it's more of like a second-hand shop. Yeah, they price their things up. There's a really good deal on that Overkill. Maybe it is. I think it does sell for about £10 in CX. A couple other games here. But like I said, they do sort of price stuff up in here according. Like everything has its own price. There's a price tag on it. And I think they do a bit of research before they price stuff up. Still try and pop in these places because you do tend to find stuff that does slip through the net now and then. A couple cool little books down here, you know, vintage Master of the Universe, and a couple of these small little hardbacks, Transformers, Count Duckula, and the real Ghostbusters. Nice PC game here, big box PC game, Dark Earth. I know nothing of PC games. Let me know in the comments below if I should have picked this bad boy up. They're £10 on it. 2 discs and a manual in a nice big box. But yeah, I didn't pick it up. Let me know in the comments below if I should have. What is up, everyone? So today is my first day off in quite some time. Well, when I say day off, I'm actually working a night shift tonight, so it's literally the day off. So me and the little one here are going to go out. I've got to pop to the post office, pick up a Vinted order, which I'll show you guys a bit later. Going to hit the charity shops there, of course. Then I think I want to head into town, or Port Talbot, most probably town because it's right there. Pop to CEX, trade all the stuff in from the past couple of weeks. Hit the charity shops, of course, and yeah, just have a little look about. So let's get going. So another day, and this was a little day with me and a wee one. We headed to town to do that trade at CEX, and while we were there, we popped into a few charity shops. Of course, it's like a sickness. I cannot walk past them without popping in and having a look. And we spied a couple of items here. Town can be a little bit hit and miss. Things seem to be a little bit more expensive in town, generally, not always. And obviously the footfall is a lot more. There's a lot more people traipsing through these charity shops. So finding stuff before other people can be a bit difficult as well. But a couple Skylander boxes right here just goes to show you do still need to check these charity shops, because you never know, you could be that person who got to this stuff first. What was this? Yeah, more Skylanders here, brand new in box here, £5 on this, not worth £5. Here's CX, sell it for like £2. A couple of games in here. These games as well, sometimes I'll go in here and they're like £1 each. And then other times, like this occasion, they price them up all different according. Maybe do a little bit of research. Maybe it depends on what staff members are in. But yeah, didn't pick any of these up on this occasion. But I did spy some manga books at the back here, which I did think were quite interesting. Couple games on the shelf here, but it wasn't the games that caught my eye. Stuck in between was this really cool Street Fighter 2 soundtrack. They had £3 on it. Soundtracks could do really well. I believe it's the Mortal Kombat CD soundtrack. It's like a £60–70 CD. I could be wrong, but I'm sure I heard that. So when I saw this, I thought that is sick. For £3, that's a really good price, and you don't see stuff like that very often. From there, we headed to CX to do that trade. My local CX, never has a massive like selection of anything really. So yeah, it's really a bit disappointing there. I try to get to the other ones that do have a bit more of a selection. And then from there we headed to one of my favourite places. A couple games here. Nothing crazy, but yeah, still cool to see, and I did end up picking up a few of these. And then this place, yeah, we went here before, had a good score on PS3 games. Found this PS4 game here. And there was a couple other games on the shelf as well. And we are back in the games room, and I'm having to cut this week a little bit short so I can get the editing done ready for Tuesday. I've got some commitments that I just can't get out of, so I won't have time otherwise. I was hoping to squeeze in a trip to the car boot this week, but that's going to have to wait till next week because the car boot is tomorrow. So we'll be kicking off next week's episode with a trip to the car boot, and fingers crossed, it's a good one. But anyway, having said that, we did pick up some nice bits and pieces, and we ended up spending £26.50 of the game fund, so we can deduct that now. And we also did that trade at CEX and got ourselves another £44.60 to add to the CEX credit, so not too shabby. We also picked up some real cheap games for the collection, and there's a Vinted order which I mentioned earlier and still haven't shown you, so I'll show you that as well. So let's get straight into the pickups. Now the first thing comes in the form of this Disneyland, Disney World, Beauty and the Beast, sort of like goblet, mug, cup thing. I feel like Little John with this thing, and this crunk juice. To the window, to the wall, to sweat run down my yeah, man, my crunk juice. What are you saying? I love it. What a wally. Anyway, I've had some advice in the past to pick up things like this, things that you could sort of only get at like theme parks or holiday resorts and stuff, because people might buy them, bring them home, break them, lose them or whatever, and want to replace them, and they obviously can't get back there or whatever. So stuff like this is worth picking up. I paid £1 for this bad boy. It's got some lights in it. There we are. Ooh. So yeah, like I said, it's a Beauty and the Beast mug. It's from Disney World, I think, or Disneyland, not too sure. One of the parks anyway. So yeah, I definitely thought it was worth picking up. Hopefully somewhere between about 7 and 15, somewhere around there. It's a bit all over the shop. But yeah, couldn't leave it behind. It's really cool. Yeah, Disney mug, or crunk juice if you like. The next pickups came in this charity shop, which I didn't even realise had them upstairs. So I've been popping in there for a while now and just thinking it was the ground floor. And I was looking around thinking, where's all the media and all the books and everything? They just sell clothes in here. But it's all upstairs. So when I went upstairs, I found a few bits and pieces. The first thing I found is this John Wayne, the John Ford collection right here. Paid £1 for it. It trades in at CX, I think, for £5. It's not too bad at all. And it was while I was up there that I found a couple of these boxed Skylanders for the Wii. This is Skylanders Swap Force. They're all in there. All the figures are in there. The game's in there, and the platform. I think that's what it's called, the portal or whatever. I paid £3 for this, and it trades in for £7, so it's more than a double up. It's all in there. I just hope the state of the box doesn't really play a factor. But yeah, trading for £7, not too bad. And another one right here. This one is the Giants. Again, this trades in for £7. Again, it's all there. I think there's a little bit of a scrub. It looks a little bit dirty. But it's all in there, game and everything. So yeah, again, £3 paid and trades in for £7. So not too shabby at all. Where do we go next? So the next pickup I found in this box, there was a couple of games in there as well, but they were priced about what they sell for, so I left them behind. But there were a few like manga. Oh, so rubbish it is. Anime. Manga books. Oh my god, I'm rubbish. Anyway, there was a few there. I pulled all of them out, and they had a few of these. They had 1 to 4 of Pandora Hearts. Now I paid £2 a book, which is a little bit steep, maybe. So £8 for these 4 here. But I'm hoping for the bundle on eBay about 20 to 25. So not too sad. More than a double up. Picked up stuff like this in the past a lot, and some of it just sits and sits and sits. But some of it sells real quick, and because I don't really have a clue about the market, or you know, I don't know what's popular and what sells super fast, but there's definitely, I think, a bit of value here. Hopefully 20 to 25 quid. The next pickup is my favourite of the week. This thing is sick. I did consider keeping hold of it, but in reality, I'm not going to do nothing with it. It's gonna get lost probably, but it's a shame because it's really cool. You don't come across this sort of thing. But it is a Street Fighter 2 soundtrack. Yeah, man. All the arcade music in amazing full digital stereo. It's in there. Yeah, I'm not really sure on value. When I've looked them up, I think roughly about £16. I don't think it was actually supposed to come in this case. I think it was supposed to just come in this. It looks like this used to be stuck down. Maybe that's what I'll do. Take it out of the plastic case. Not too sure. But £3 I paid for it. And yeah, like I said, this thing sells maybe for about 16 to 20. It's really cool. I did consider holding on to it. Oh man, should I? Hey, I'll tell you what, let me know in the comments below what you guys would do with it. Would you keep hold of it? It is a cool item to have in your collection. But I don't know, man. Let me know in the comments below. So yeah, there were a couple games this time around. Nothing crazy. When I walked in, I went super early in the morning and there was like 4 or 5 people on the game. So it just goes to show, I think a lot of people are rocking up first thing in the morning trying to get first to the games, and I just so happened to go that day as well, and I stuck my foot in and got a couple of games. So the first one is Rise of the Tomb Raider. These are all £1.50 each. This one trades in, I think, for £3. Call of Duty Black Ops, I think £4, is it? 3 or 4 quid. GTA 4, I think again £3. This one I picked up because I thought it was cool. I think it's only got like £2 trade, but it is Grabbed by the Ghoulies. I don't know. I think this is Xbox only. I don't think they released this on the PS2. Let me know in the comments below if they did. If they did, I want it. But Grabbed by the Ghoulies looks sick. If there's any OG collectors out there, OG Xbox collectors, give me a shout. Let me know if it's any good. But yeah, I think it sells for £6. I think they'll give you £2 trade. I might try and flog it on. We will see. And then another speculation here. Jimmy, shout out Jimmy. He said to keep an eye out for New Vegas because the next series of Fallout is going to be set in that sort of time frame or that sort of game, the New Vegas. But I did pick up another Fallout 3 because I think they might all go up in price a little bit. So yeah, that's another speculator there. That's 2 Fallout 3s in 2 weeks. So yeah, that was picked up. Speculating, hoping it's going to go up in value a little bit. But that is everything we picked up to try and sell or trade. Not too bad considering we're a couple of weeks short. A few games, a few books. I think it's a decent little return. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Let's get into what I picked up for the collection. So the first thing is this little Wreck-It Ralph figure, man. It's starting to become a bit of a theme. A bit of a not obsession, that's a weird thing to say. But I love Wreck-It Ralph, man. He's up there and now he's got a little friend. I will take the tag off. But yeah, love me some Wreck-It Ralph. Let's get into the games now. So you'll see from the footage, I went into this shop and they had some of them PS3 games that were there a few weeks back when I had that score of PS3 games. These are all £2 each, but this one was new. It was WWE 2K Battlegrounds. It says £2 in the corner there, but can you see this crossed right here? So when I took it to the till and I said, it says £2, but it's crossed. What does that mean? She said, everything that's got a cross through it is 25 pence. So I was like, awesome, great. I think this trades in for like £3 or £4. It's a lot better if you're getting it for 25 pence, but I'm keeping this for the collection because it's PS4 and I love collecting for the PlayStation. But anyway, 25 pence. I felt like a wally paying 25 pence on my card. So I went back and I said, let me grab some more stuff, get it up a little bit, get a couple of quid out of it. So I just grabbed all the PS3 games on the shelf that weren't FIFA. So yeah, the first one is this Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. Again, 25 pence. It was like £2 trade, I think, or something. A couple Skylanders, Swap Force, Spyro's Adventure, Giants. For 25p, I'll stick them on the shelf. Lego Dimensions, SmackDown vs Raw 2010, FIFA World Cup South Africa. What's this? SBK08 and Resistance 2, but this is a NTSC release. I love the cover art on it though, so I'll probably just stick it on the shelf in the collection. But yeah, man, it's a cheap way to collect. Like, these games, they're not sought after, they're nothing crazy. But if you're a collector and you want to have a nice collection or a big collection, I'll stick them on the shelf for 25p, no problem. And let's get into the Vinted order again. It's not GameCube, it's a PS5 game. I saw it on Vinted, it was super cheap. And it looked a bit of me. I was really intrigued by it. I love the look of it. Let me get it open. Just want to open it now. And that game is Death or Treat. So this is described as a 2D action roguelike hack and slash side scroller. Yeah, man, I just saw the footage of this game. I thought it looked a bit of me. Looks a good bit of fun. I love this sort of game. Yeah, I just really like the look of it. It's nothing crazy. I can't remember how much I paid for it now. Comes a little postcard there. I think I paid like £6 for it or something like that. But yeah, I love games like this. It's only 7 hours long as well, which is perfect for me. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you played it, if it's any good. But I really like the look of it, so I wanted to pick it up. I wanted to buy myself a game. Sometimes doing these sort of series, these sort of collections where all your money's sort of tied up in a series like this, saving up for heavy hitting games. You can go weeks without buying a game and you get a little bit of, what's the word? You get a little bit like, you feel like you're missing out. Feel like, you know, I love this hobby, collecting video games. And like I said, when you're putting all your time and all your money into a series like this, yeah, you can feel like you're missing out a little bit. I wanted to treat myself to a game, and I bought myself a game. It was £6. All right? I tried to collect very much on a budget. I don't have a lot of disposable income. This is how I collect. This is how I justify it. This is how I do it feeling guilt-free, is by making it pay for itself. You know, I have other commitments where I can't go out spending all my money on games and then telling the kids, sorry, this weekend you're just going to sit in the house. We're not going to do anything fun. So yeah, this is how I justify it. This is how I feel not guilty collecting. But this week I thought I'd treat myself to a little game. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like I said, I've had to cut it a little bit short, but don't worry, next week we're kicking off with a car boot visit. Yeah, let me know in the comments below what you're thinking. If you are enjoying this series, smash that like button. I really, really appreciate it. If you are new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I've got a target, like I said. I'd love to achieve it this year. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.